The 29-year-old woman accused of murdering 2 children in Orange Farm last month is expected to apply for bail in the Vereeniging Magistrates Court this morning. Pontso Mohlanka was arrested 2 weeks ago in Soweto. The murders of the children have angered Orange Farm residents who protested outside court just last week when she made her first appearance. Newzroom Afrika's Zikona Chona is outside court. She joins us now live. Zikona, so this is Mohlanka's second appearance. What happened last week during that first one?
Last week's appearance was very brief. It was about six minutes long, Michelle. Speaking through the lawyers that were there, saying that she will be applying for legal aid, making use of the legal aid services, and also informing the court that she would like to apply for bail, which is why it was postponed to today, to allow that bail application to take place. But outside court, residents from Orange Farm who have been angered by what has happened came out in their numbers to support the families in their demands for justice. So the last court appearance was very brief, but also for the residents from Orange Farm, it was for them to see who did this to the children from that community. The families were also in court, speaking to one of the family members last week, saying that they were very shocked that it's a woman who is accused of killing their children.
So, Zikona, very shocking and disturbing details about the suspect in this case. That's Pontso Mohlanka. She is no stranger to the community, in fact implicated in another murder involving a child. What do we know about that? What do we know about her?
So in April this year, a young boy from Orange Farm was murdered, and his body was found in a local tavern. And it turns out that that tavern is where the suspect in today's case was living. She was arrested, her and her partner were arrested, and the charges against her partner were withdrawn. She was released on the 16th of September. Her case temporarily withdrawn, pending some reports that are missing. So the police saying they are still investigating that case, which is why the residents of Orange Farm are so angry, because the accused was released 3 days after this incident take place, which is the one that we are in court for. So they're saying she shouldn't have been released and those children would still be alive. So last week, after the court appearance, they went back to that tavern where the body was found in April this year, and they said they want that building to be demolished. They don't want it to exist in their communities. Now, of course, the tavern is not linked to the cases that were in court for today. It's linked to the first case, which took place in April. But residents say that it haunts them. Its presence in their community haunts them, and the fact that she lives there is something that they are very uncomfortable with. So residents are quite angry in the fact that it's the same person who was implicated in the murder of a child in April this year, and now again in September. 3 children in the space of just 5 months have died in Section 4 in Orange Farm. So people are saying that they want policing to be beefed up. They want visible policing, because this should not have been allowed to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Just devastating and horrific, the details around this case, Zikona. I mean, one can't even imagine this, but will the families of those murdered children be in court today?
So the families of the two two recent cases, Mpho and Simpiwe Mgcina, will be in court. They were in court last week. Simpiwe's grandmother was in court last week to support her. Her daughter was also in court. Speaking to us after that brief court appearance, they were saying that their wish is for her to not be granted bail, and that's the sentiment of the community. Lots of community members threatening that if she is released on bail, if she is released out, if she is taken out of this courtroom or out of the police cells, they will take the justice into their own hands. So many of them have said that if she is released into their hands, they will take justice into their own hands, because they simply do not believe in the justice system. So the families sat through that very brief court appearance last week. Simpiwe's mother saying that she's very devastated. She cannot believe that it's a woman who is accused of killing her child. So we are expecting the families to be back in court again this morning. I am told, though, by the family of the first case that they will not be coming. I do understand that the grandmother of that child is very ill. After these cases surfaced, She says that her health is not doing well at all, and she does not want to come to court and bring back that pain that she has had to live through all these months.
Yeah, absolutely. One can only just imagine the horror these families must be going through. Zikhona Chona, thanks very much for that update. She's live to us there outside the Vereeniging Magistrates Court, the suspect in these two murders, the murders of these two children in Orange Farm.